Travelers flying in and out of Austin's airport faced delays yesterday. That's all due to staffing issues with air traffic controllers, according to the Federal Aviation Administration. Those delays come just days after a KXAN investigation dug into how vacancies in another part of the airport could impact safety. Here to break it all down for us this afternoon is anchor and investigator Avery Travis. Avery, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me on, Will.
Let's start with what happened over the weekend. What all do we know about that?
Right. A spokesperson for the FAA confirmed that staffing was to blame for delays that lasted on average about 36 minutes for people, some a little bit longer, some less. But if this all sounds familiar, it's because there was a spotlight on a shortage of air traffic controllers at about this time just a whole year ago. And that was following a series of near misses. People may remember that were pretty scary for folks at the airport. Now, at the time, the AUS tower, and that's where those air traffic controllers are working, only had about 35 of them working there, despite being authorized to have up to 42. Congressman Lloyd Doggett has renewed his criticism of the FAA, telling KXAN he believes now, to knowledge that he's aware of, there are even less than 35 air traffic controllers at times. You know, to note, the FAA is responsible fully for hiring and training air traffic controllers, not the City of Austin's aviation department. Now, that was the focus of our most recent investigative report. So I think what this highlights, Will, is there are essentially two parallel understaffing problems going on in two different areas of the airport right now. And it's, of course, all of it impacting workers, passengers. It's something that the congressman acknowledged when our team spoke with him last night.
It's an important study to look at another aspect of this problem, particularly as it relates to workers' safety, given the death that occurred there last year at the airport. That is a separate issue, though, from air traffic controllers.
Okay, so we're highlighting the difference there, digging into that a little bit more. What staffing issues did your recent report highlight?
So our team actually spent really months digging into some specific safety concerns on what's called the apron. And that's because that, two people died in that area, the apron, last year in 2023. That's what launched us into looking into this very unique part of the airport. It's really the area between the terminal and the taxiways. You see it in this diagram here. And it's important to understand because it's the part of the airport you may never physically put your feet out on that tarmac, but where that line is drawn, those bright yellow lines that kind of show that ramp, it says AUS non-movement area, that's actually the ramp area we're talking about, and it's where air traffic control and the FAA actually relinquish control of aircraft movement. So your plane's pulling off the taxiway, pulling into your gate, it's kind of changing hands of who is monitoring its movements. So we spend a lot of time trying to understand that ramp area, the apron that we keep calling it, and the city's airside operations team, who is tasked with, as their name suggests, operations in that area. But they're also tasked with things like safety and compliance with regulations. We discovered that airside operations team has a 30% vacancy rate, and that's actually much higher than the airport's overall vacancy rate that has come down over the years to about 17%. So the airport says it's really doing what it can to fill those spots operations team and in other areas at the airport as well. And they say that they are really maintaining their safety efforts in the meantime. They were pretty adamant about that. You can read more about what they're doing, though, to try to recruit and retain talent, specifically in this area of the airport, in our full investigation online.
And I hope people at home will check out the two parts of that over on our website that you just mentioned. I want to circle back, though, to the FAA. What kind of progress at all has been made in those regards? Yeah,
this is something we wanted to check in on because it's of course happening at the federal level nationally, not just here in Austin. And so in September, the agency announced that it had exceeded its goal of hiring about 1,800 air traffic controllers nationwide this fiscal year 2024, with the largest number of hires in nearly a decade. They said that that was really important progress to reverse a decades-long decline that it had seen in staffing. But we also heard from Congressman Doggett that he really wants there to be more of a focus on placing folks here at the AUS Tower and in the Austin airport, given these recent incidents.
All right, Avery Travis, thanks as always for joining us.